So your book is called American Crisis, ... Leadership Lessons from the COVID-19 Pandemic. And you claim that we still haven't learned from the lessons in the past 7 months. I know. What are we missing? Tell us.
Well, Joy, the point of the book now is this is basically, let's call it halftime in the game, right? We went through the first phase. We had a brief respite before the fall, and now we're going to have the fall and the winter, and then vaccination, which is a whole long, difficult process that the federal government hasn't even started to focus on. It's not about finding the vaccine. You then have to administer 330 million doses, right? But the basic point was we denied this virus from day one. And as Whoopi said before, you can't deny a virus. It's not political. You can't explain it away. You can't lie about it. It's science. It's facts. And that didn't work. We were incompetent as a government when we went to deal with this. The division in this nation made it worse. The only way to beat a virus is to be unified in your approach. They talk about community spread. Community spread means widespread, out of control. The only way to resolve community spread is to forge community, the spirit of community, the unity of community, the mutuality of community. And we also learned, and I learned this in New York, that when you're honest with people and you tell them the truth, even when the truth is hard, and even when the facts are difficult, they can rise to the occasion. And they can put those differences aside. Our problem is we enhance the differences. If you enhance the commonality, people come together. Joy, New York, you know, in New York, we never agree about anything, right? We fight about the Yankees and the Mets.
Right.
You have 98% of the people in New York wearing masks. With all our diversity, all our differences, we had an honest conversation about what needed to be done. I never sugarcoated the truth. I said what we needed to do, and we went from the highest infection rate on the globe, and now we have the second lowest infection rate in the United States. So we know we can beat this virus. We know we can manage it. We just have to do it, and we have to appeal to the best in people, because they will rise to the occasion.
Governor, we've been talking about very serious things, but I want to talk about something that is a little lighter. That is because a very buzzed about topic about you is your love life. And we had Chelsea Handler on yesterday, who has admitted to having a significant crush on you. And she asked us to follow up on something. So I just want you to take a look at this.
We were so dehydrated for real leadership that when he came on the scene, you know, looking like this big Italian hunk, I was like, oh my, he's like, wear a mask. I'm like, I'll wear a mask. I'll put a mask on every part of my body. I want to flatten your curve and you can flatten my curve, and then we can both apex together. I did have a conversation with Cuomo a few months ago, and I did ask him out on a date, and he did say yes, and then I never heard from him.
Governor, are you ghosting Chelsea Handler? Sorry, Chelsea, well, we asked.
You know, I've had a lot of conversations. I've had a lot of conversations about flattening the curve, but never quite that way. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Chelsea's, and she is great, and we have fun. But on my dating life, you know, I am only dating at this point in-state residents, right? I'm dating New York residents. And so if Chelsea changes her residence, then maybe we can work it out.
Don't say that. I'm telling you, don't say that. But she will be living in New York next week.
You don't know
okay?
Her.
Yeah, really. Listen, Governor Cuomo.
I said maybe. I said maybe work it out.
You said maybe. That's right. That's right. Listen, one thing that I know we all want to say to you is thank you for your leadership. You really did pull us up and out of the deep muck. And I thank you for that. I thank you for that. And his new book, American Crisis, is available now.